But some of you are willing to take a chance and marry now, thinking you'll have what little happiness you can. Others will choose to wait. And so they have a little questionnaire.
Well, little happiness you can, what, before they might die?
Before they might go away, yeah. Before they might go away to war and either like come back with an STD or die. Or maybe they'll come back just with PTSD. One of the three. It's like, that's the best case scenario.
Oh my gosh.
Show and sell.
Hello and welcome to Show and Sell, the show that celebrates digging through other people's trash. Hello, Trash Dragons. I am Chris, Trash Dragon of the West. That is my guitar, Mr. Blankenship.
Hi, Mr. Blankenship.
Who told you guys to like, share, subscribe to this episode / series, and reminded me that I sell on eBay and Discogs, mostly media.
And I'm Katie, and I'm Trash Dragon of the South, and I shop and sell for clothing and accessories, anything sparkly, interesting, and sometimes a little bit weird.
And I'm Joe, Trash Dragon of the East, and I can't stop eating these like fake cherries. These like gummy cherries. Oh my god, they're so good.
Show them to the friends at home.
They're from nuts.com.
Nuts.com got some good stuff. Those popcorn kernels, once you pop, you can't stop.
Oh my god.
That's too erotic for this family show, Joe.
I'm very sorry.
That will need to be censored.
They can't stand my erotic heat when I'm eating gummy cherries.
I love nuts.com. This is hashtag not sponsored, but hashtag nuts.com. Please sponsor this show. Thank you.
Please, nuts.com. We're nuts about nuts.
We need the money so bad. That's true.
But I buy a lot in bulk. I clean out. I get a lot of stuff for like little money to no money to a lot of money. I just buy everything. I'm not discriminating. That's the problem. I'm not discriminating.
So I took a page out of your book, Joe, and bought a entire grocery store bag worth of Matchbooks at a garage sale the other day.
Is this your item of joy?
No, it's just like a little preview.
Why aren't these your item of joy? That's so joyous. That's amazing.
And, this is The Hobbit by reservation only, a restaurant in Orange, California, and this is for Dick's Last Resort. But but I can't show the whole thing because it's got a nudie cutie lady on the back. So there's some good stuff. A lot of Vegas, a lot of California, some Chicago, New York Matchbooks. Probably about awesome. 200 of them. And it was a lot of fun to just kind of parse through them.
So how much was it?
$20 for like all of them.
For a giant grocery bag?
Yeah, for a grocery bag, like a plastic grocery bag. Like I was just like, how much for the whole thing? They're like $20. I'm like, okay.
Wow. I may have shared this before, but most matches don't go bad. The strikers will go bad. Like the strikers always you can take an old, like a match, you just strike. Oh, stupid match. It's not the match. Move it to a newer match book and strike it on that. It'll work just fine.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
You can also, I believe, buy the striker strips on like wherever. You can buy them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say the big conglomerate that you could buy them on, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Any other updates from you guys?
Yeah, I have an update. For anyone living in the Nashville area, stop buying this because it keeps being sold out everywhere. And I really like it. And it's my food of choice for the moment. And it's pretty much all I'm eating. It's the Farmhouse Butter Craters. Stop buying it. Let me buy it, please.
So good.
I don't know why people are buying this up, but it's my absolute favorite. And there are 3 grocery stores near me, and they're all sold out. They have the caramel. I don't want the caramel. I want the Farmhouse Butter. This has been a public service announcement. Please let me have my favorite popcorn.
This is Katie's gatekeeping tip of the week.
It's a request. It's a friendly plea to, if you're in the Nashville area, just leave one. Don't buy them all.
Or better yet, leave one and bring a Post-it note that said Katie's and stick it on there so nobody buys it.
Please. Yes, thank you. I will find it and I will thank you.
Katie from Show and Sell.
Thank you.
I've been eating a lot of nuts.com sesame sticks because my credit card had a deal. It's like, spend $50 or more at nuts.com and you can get $10 back. I'm like, Oh boy. So
Nuts.com has some real. Get those half popped popcorn kernels. It's like the best corn nut you ever had. They're the
Anyway, so we are going to move on to our first segment, the item of joy.
The thing that brought you joy.
Yes.
what's your item of joy? Let's start with you today.
We'll start with me.
I wanted to eat.
How shocking. Your erotic cherries. So my item of joy is just... Yeah.
What is that?
This is a Jill St. John cookbook.
Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Which is also signed by Jill St. John.
Oh my goodness!
So Bond girl, Mrs. Robert Wagner, Jill St. John. I was thinking when I got this, I'm like, well, if I've done nothing else in my life, I've got a signed book by Jill St. John's. And what have you done with your life?
Is she in a kimono? What is she wearing on the front?
Yeah,
is it
no,
a
like this is wild. Like it feels like all of her outfits are comfy outfits, like a kimono style thing. Then with a sleeve, like a collared shirt underneath it.
The Diane Keaton.
It's so 80s. There's a couple other things in there where it's just like a big fuzzy sweater with a big starchy collared shirt underneath, and I'm just like, I look like that you're just doing cozy wrong, Jill St. John. If you're out there,
Poor Jill.
do better. So Katie, why don't you go?
Oh, get ready.
Okay. I am ready.
But I made a beeline for it.
Ooh.
I needed to know.
What? Is that a purse?
So it is indeed a purse.
Yeah.
Whoa.
First of all, it doesn't to me look like a cat because its eyes are not cat shaped. Oh,
no, those are crazy.
But all right, calm down.
Okay.
I think it's
but it does move, and it is apparently a cat. Oh, sorry. Oh,
that is crazy.
That is weird.
Worth every penny.
Yeah.
Creepy.
God, yes, it was.
And I'm giving it to my niece. This is not for sale. Yeah, I'm sure these are out there right now. I had never seen one, and the minute I realized that the eyes moved, I was like, yes. Yeah, what's it doing?
It's also funny that it's probably like, it sounds like a house cat, but it's got the spots of a cheetah or...
it's not a cat. That doesn't look like a cat.
No, it doesn't at all. Like, it looks like a cat eyes on a cheetah print bag.
It also has a huge apparatus inside. The battery takes up half the room, folks. This was ill-designed, but still real creepy. I more assume that there is a demon in it, and it needs to go. And I'm sorry I'm giving it to my niece, but she's more equipped to handle things like that. She's a tough kid.
She can run faster and farther.
Yeah, she absolutely can. Anyways, Joe, what's your item of joy?
Well, thank you for asking. A couple weeks ago, I was helping move a large partner desk. A partner desk, if you don't know, is a desk that's about 4 feet by 6 feet. It's gigantic, and it's got people can sit at opposite sides, and so but there's only one set of drawers, so I'm not really sure how this was a partner desk. But somebody came to pick it up, and in the process is like, oh well, the auction Jay, the auction who runs the auction house I work for, he's like, I was like, oh, I told the family I would take all the photos out because he didn't preview. He just thought he was buying the desk, and so he emptied out he emptied out all the stuff. He's like, and then he's like, after the guy left, he's like, yeah, you can have all that stuff. I'm like, great. And so, in addition to a bunch of weird photos, some of which I've sold already, it came with a lot of very interesting 1950s publications, some of which I mentioned last week. But here's I'm going to show you them and read from selections for one of them. These are from an insurance company, and it's about leisure and your health. It's a third of the day is about your leisure. Pets. It's about how pets. I mean, I think they're just trying to make you live a happier, longer life, so they don't have to pay out on health insurance. And leisure time. A third of your life must be work time, and then leisure time for assurance of a fuller life. So it's an insurance company from the Equitable Life Insurance Society of the United States, telling you how you should spend your leisure time. Here's a guy.
Okay.
Oh, here's a guy stripping furniture, something near and dear to our hearts. It also had what else was in here? Oh, here we go. Tony presents Miss America Beauty Book. Professional Dimitrix Fluid Complexion Care professional textbook book of cosmetology. 2 issues of La Coiffure du Paris,
hairstyles,
so haircuts of Paris. Here's one right there, and
Chachi.
food additives, what they are and how they're used, and lastly, Wartime Marriage by Doris Blake from the news. I'm going to read a little bit of this.
Is it a pamphlet?
It is a pamphlet with a quiz in it. So it's like, in fact, Doris Blake has a lot of other booklets on love, including Hearts and Flowers, Hints for the Job Seeker, Don't Be Lonely, For That Winning Personality, Keeping Boys Interested Growing Up, How to Be Happy Though Married, Love Quiz, The Technique That Wins Men, Wartime Marriage. What about petting? Why don't girls? I don't know. That's the thing. I don't have that one. I should look for that one. But Wartime Marriage, it has questions
also,
like...
why are you keeping boys interested? Boys? Like how to hold young boys' interest in class? Or why just not men? It's, boys.
Boys. As in the boys of summer.
Oh, as in the boys. Okay.
Those kind of boys.
Fellas.
It's one page long. Show some cleavage, you dummy.
Wow.
So here's something about from Wartime Marriage. Should you marry now or wait until after the war? No one can answer this question for you. It's your decision. But some of you are willing to take a chance and marry now, thinking you'll have what little happiness you can. Others will choose to wait. And so they have a little questionnaire.
Well, little happiness you can, what, before they might die?
Before they might go away, yeah. Before they might go away to war and either like come back with an STD or die. Or maybe they'll come back just with PTSD. One of the 3. It's like, that's the best case scenario.
Oh my gosh.
Or just their pinky finger left. That's it.
When was this written?
Probably. Well, it must have been. It's interesting because it doesn't really. There's no copyright date on it, but the first question on here is: did you date steadily before Pearl Harbor?
Maybe.
Has the war hastened your romantic feelings? I mean, does that mean did you guys boink because he was probably going to die?
Yes.
Have you argued at length, indicating wide differences of opinion and beliefs? So yeah, it's a good. Does wanting a child influence your wishing to marry now? Have you honestly considered what effect it would have on a child to be raised without a father? So yeah, boy,
judgy, judgmental.
What is it like to be raised by a father with half of his face caved in by a mortar?
No.
Are you pro or anti mustard gas?
My goodness, Pearl Harbor. That okay.
I know. So it must be like around World War II.
Yeah,
but it's yeah.
I do love those kind of like. One thing I noticed, I had a big stack of ephemera, and over the past year or so, the pamphlets about like defense and living off the land kind of subject. Like kind of first aid books, how to survive. Like how to survive post-nuclear war books. Like all those kind of things have been kind of sold faster than the rest of them.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah. People.
Uh-oh. Sorry. Does she? Maybe she makes a uh-oh.
That's amazing.
So I know both of you kind of want.
Let us move on to our next segment, which is Unearthed Treasure.
Unearthed Treasure.
All right, we are back. Unearthed Treasure. The topic is fuzzy. And who would like to go first? I can't remember who went first last time.
I'll go first.
Okay, Katie.
Because I have requested a fuzzy part 2, because I have some fuzzy clothing items that I'd like to show, but they're buried. But instead, I've decided to show this gentleman.
Ooh. Is that an alpaca?
It is.
That
and
is.
he is made of alpaca fur.
Okay.
So he is an actual, but he has a great little face, and he has little ears. Somebody made him with love, and he's got little feet going down here. I found him years ago at I feel like it was the Salvation Army in LA. But I was drawn to him immediately just because, of course.
Yeah, so
he's
the
right.
cuteness.
Great.
Yeah, he lives in one of my curio cases.
Yeah, he almost looks like Polo.
He does, our friend's cat. Yeah, but
who made an appearance on Al Hoff's episode last week during the closing number, where Polo did some pretty hot dance moves.
I miss him very much. Yeah, I think that Polo would be buds with my little alpaca. Anyways,
have you named the alpaca?
I have not.
Okay.
Which is surprising because normally I name everything, but he lives with some smaller taxidermy pieces I have.
Okay.
I haven't told him that he's not.
He'll
be fine.
Never been alive, this one. All right, Joe, what do you got?
I guess it's not. I don't love. I'll be honest. I don't love my entry for this week. It's okay, but it is like semi meaningful. It is like these are. This is two stuffed animals. This is Bogey, the orangutan. He's got a fuzzy head.
I'm into him.
There's Digger, the mole, and they are characters from a. These were Selden Hallmark. They're characters from a Saturday morning cartoon called Shirt Tales, and the whole premise of Shirt Tales is really dumb. They wore T-shirts, and messages would change. They would have adventures, but the messages would change on the T-shirts, or they'd have like heart or exclamation point, there's danger, or something like that. It was basically all concept and not a whole lot of fun, but it did have some good character design. Namely, like there were two others. What's that?
When was this? What year?
Was the early 80s. I would say probably 80, 82, 83.
Is this pre-Care Bears?
It is pre-Care Bears, yes.
Because Care Bears also have shirts with items on them that represent their personalities, which I'm wondering if they took the idea from Shirt Tales and then just made it better and made them all bears.
It's like, yeah, why do they have to? They don't have to have full personalities. They could just have one emblem on their chest, and then that is their entire personality.
Yeah, he is always grumpy. Yeah, absolutely.
82 according to the copyright on this. So anyway,
those are really cool.
I like them. They're okay.
I kind of vaguely remember Shirt Tales.
I also had the Digger. I had a copy of the Digger when I was in. I don't know when I finally lost it, but I had it probably around the age of 12. So,
but mole stuffed animals are not common.
Mole stuffed animals are not common.
I like the odd stuffed animal. I have a meerkat, but I've never seen a mole.
Oh wow! There's a team of 5 of them. There was like Digger, Bogey, then there was a tiger, and I can't remember the other ones, the other 2. But
a tiger was hanging out with a mole.
I know, and they were all the same size. So this is just really, it's ludicrous.
I need to talk to someone. I need to send a letter. I don't know about this. That doesn't track for me.
This will not stand.
This won't stand. I won't have it.
Okay. Dear Filmation Company, I have recently been made aware of your Shirt Tales
abomination known as Shirt Tales.
First,
can I also have one more entry, which is a possum that has been visiting, and there he is.
Oh, hello.
And he is surprisingly fuzzy, so much fuzzy that I ended up looking him up to see what kind of possum that was, because I've never seen one with a short nose like that.
Yeah.
I've never seen one not look scary. And he's really fluffy. He's light gray and just sort of like
That's
a puff
unusual.
Ball. Yeah, he might be magic. I don't know. I'll let you guys. I'll keep
if he starts granting wishes, let us know.
His eyes are also very sparkly. His face is really clean, and he looks right at you. And he doesn't look mean or scared. So I do think he might be magical.
So I went a little bit different. I went to Fuzzy Sounds. This is Sounds of the Drags by the Blasters, a kind of garage rock, drag, strippy, surf rocky kind of, like, with a lot of like fuzz tony guitars. But one of the reasons that I just I listened to this once, I liked it, but every single song is very much on theme of being a drag race song. There's no real this was in the 70s. This would have been a trucker album about CB radios. God,
they told you what it was. They told you, and you didn't believe them.
I did. You're right. I
for drags.
Yep. I thought it was just the Beach Boys sang other things than surfing.
They did. The Blasters had no such ambition. They were like, nope, this is our lane.
It's all about the engine. Like the album titles are "Don't Count on the Looks," "Hot Rod Center," "Black Pickup," "Little Willie's Dragster," "Big Green Vet," "Long Gone," "Steer Wheel Stuck," "Bad Rubber," "Oil Burner," "Chopped and Channeled." It's all
on theme.
All on theme. Just funny because it's so maniacally on theme. They're like, all right, well, every song's got to be about drag racing.
What's this love song doing in here? Get it out of here. Waves a flag of some color. I don't know what it would be to get that flag out of.
We'll give the song about being crazy to Willie Nelson, who will eventually give it to Patsy Cline.
I hope they had huge success with that album.
Dear the Blasters. You're just writing letters to everyone.
Dear sir.
Dear the Blasters. I let you, your concept album was good, and usually this wouldn't bother me. But
have you heard of Shirt Tails?
This abomination will not stand. But let's move on to our third and final segment, which is Joe.
Tales from the Flypt!
Tales from the Flypt. Tales from the Flypt. Tales from the Flypt. The topic is, what is something you won't buy new? So I will go first. I think I've talked about this a little bit before, but I don't buy self-help books because they're just so plentiful at the bins and thrift stores that it's just if you know you want it, you'll eventually find it. Yeah, self-help books, which I read more than you might think. I look like a mess, but inside I'm all lined up. Everything's a grid.
I like that.
I've been helped.
You're an internal piece of graph paper.
Exactly. You can just shade it in. But Joe, why don't you go next?
I will not buy any cookware new anymore. Any cookware, any plates, cookware and dishware. It's just there's so much of it, and it just does not make any sense to go to Target to get a crappy glass set that doesn't really have any personality. When you can go. I got this at an estate sale. It's a weird. I have two glasses because I was just I have to make sure I'm hydrated.
Are those the atomic green? Is that?
It's not. It's actually. Here's the thing. It's not uranium glass, which is possibly what you think, but it is a weird rubber coated. It's a rubber coated glass. So this, if you break it, if you drop it, it'll break, but it won't shatter all over the place.
Oh,
so it's kind of sort of a. I had three, and I did break one of them, and one of them, I think I don't know what happened to the other one, but this is my last remaining one. And then there's these, which is just kind of a cute paint, kind of a cute printed glass. It's not really, I couldn't find any information on it, so I was just I'll just keep it. I don't need to, I don't need.
I like the rubber coated glass to prevent it from shattering. But it would be funny if in Russia they just use wooden glasses. So because there's always those stories of Americans building a ballpoint pen on an anti-gravity ballpoint pen, and the Russians just use the pencil. But Katie, why don't you go? What is something that you hope to buy new?
Well, I try very hard not to buy any new clothing. I try really hard, and I do a pretty good job. But I would say absolutely 100% don't buy new are frames. There's just plenty of frames. I will not go to Michael's or wherever and buy frames. That's not no. There, you can find whatever size you need, and that's what spray paint is for. You can make it the color you need it to be. And also, actually, lately, I've had this exact issue come up, not with frames, but buying something new versus thrifting an item. And I've been on the lookout for a long time for a vanity table. I think I've mentioned it.
Oh.
And I keep like breaking down and being like, okay, just get the one, just buy it new. Like, I really need this table because it'll basically complete this area so that I can get stuff off the ground. Does that make sense? Like, I need something with drawers. I need a certain thing. But I cannot bring myself to buy it new, and I haven't been able to find one at a good price yet. I found one that was cheap enough. I think it was 18, which was a great price for a vanity table, but the drawers wouldn't open. And I was like, I'm going to have to do so much work to get these. It was not a level that I could get the drawers to not do that, where you have to pull like crazy. It was just bad. But anyways, I'm just going to have to wait. One will come to me. I will find a used vanity table, but I know there are good ones out there, so I just can't buy it new, no matter how much I need it and how cheap they are. I'm like, no.
The last auction I worked, there was one. It was a deco vanity table. I think it went for $40. I think it went so cheap. It was shocking.
I'll see myself out. I'm so sad. All right, it's okay. Yeah, I'll find. See, but it's gonna just be a day that I'm not looking for it. I'll just walk in and it'll be there. You know,
and it'll be when you're traveling to Iceland and you're like, how do I get this home?
It's gonna be when I go to Anchorage. It's gonna be when I go to Alaska.
Right.
Gonna be trying to figure out how to freight ship it. Yeah. $1,000. No.
All right, guys, I'm pretty sure we did it. A 5-star, 8+ episode.
5?
Yeah, 5. 5 whole stars. 5 out of 5.
I'd say we also get not just one thumbs up, but a second thumbs up as well.
Yeah.
How about 2 more to that? 4 thumbs up.
4 thumbs up. 5 thumbs up. Wow, 5 thumbs up. 6 thumbs up. Wow, I give in to peer pressure.
You sure do. You better.
I had the exact same reaction. We're both like,
what, you missing a thumb or something? What the hell?
Oh no. 6 thumbs up.
Wow. You in an accident? Upsetting.
I play pool for a living. It's called hustling. But all right, well, we did it again. Thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and here's the song you've all been clamoring for. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, hit like, share, subscribe. But if you don't, everything is gonna be alright. And if you do, things are gonna be a little brighter for us. There's an algorithm controlling all of our lives. Thank you for watching Show and Sell. If you remember, ring the bell. Wow. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and enjoying and liking and subscribing and coming back next week.
You're a special person and we love you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks for coming, everybody.